Okay, welcome everyone to Unit 6. Today, inshallah, we will continue simple present or present simple. So here, look at he, she, it. So we add s to the verb after he, she, it. For example, he eats, she eats, it eats. Okay, you put s with the verb. Okay, I eat, you eat, they eat, right? But she eats, he eats, it eats. Don't forget the S. Okay, for example, here, he leaves at 10 o'clock. She leaves at 10 o'clock. Leaves means leave, right? I leave now. Okay, now I'm leaving. Go, right? So she leaves at 10. He leaves at 10. It starts at 10. For example, the lesson starts at 10. Or the class starts at 10. It starts at 10. Okay, now let's make sentences. Maria get up at 8. So we say what? Maria, she gets up. Maria gets up at 8. Okay, number 2. She work in Prague. We say what? She works. She works in Prague. He drink coffee. So we say what? He drinks coffee. Number 4. Pedro go to bed very late. So Pedro, he, right? Goes. Pedro goes to bed very late. Okay, 6.2. Spelling, present simple. He, she, it. So most verbs, we add what? S. He, she, it speaks. For example, he speaks, she speaks, it speaks, right? He leaves, she leaves, it leaves. He eats, she eats, it eats. So verbs ending in s, ss, sh, ch, we add what? Es instead of s. For example, he watches. So you say, I watch TV every day. He watches TV every day. She watches TV, right? And it watches, for example. And also brushes. I brush my teeth. He brushes his teeth. She brushes her teeth. Okay. Also, here we have go, have, and do are what? Irregular. So we say he goes, she goes, it goes. He has, she has, it has. He does, she does, it does. You say, I go, I have, I do. She goes, she has, she does. He goes, he has, he does. Also, it goes, it has, it does. Right? These three, he, she, it, goes, has, does. I go to school every day. He goes to school every day. Sarah goes to school every day. Ahmed goes to school every day, right? Okay. Now let's make sentences. Maria get up at 7. So you say what? Maria gets up at 7. Number 2, Raul have 2 brothers. So Raul, he, right, has 2 brothers, not have. Petra watch TV in the evening. So Petra watches TV in the evening. Anna goes to bed very late. John drink or drinks? Drinks. John drinks tea for breakfast. Okay, 6.3. Adverbs of frequency. Okay, it's easy, don't worry. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often something happens. Okay, for example, never. I never go to school. Strange. I never go to school means I don't go to school. 0. I sometimes go to school. For example, sometimes you go to school. So one day you go, the other day you don't. So sometimes, okay? Usually, so that means, so you usually go to school, right? Usually you go to school. Always, every day. For example, me, I always drink coffee. So every day, always. Never, I never go to school. I sometimes go to school. I usually go to school. I always go to school, right? So so these, we call them adverbs of frequency. What is adverb of frequency? Never, sometimes, usually, always. Okay. So for example, we usually get up at 7:30. So usually we get up at 7:30. He always goes to school at 8:15. I never drink coffee. So you might say, I never, 0, right? 0. I never drink coffee. Okay, put the adverbs in the sentence. So I say, they leave work late. They never, right? They never leave work late. So we just put this here. She always has lunch here. Sometimes you can say, I sometimes play tennis. So, me, for example, I sometimes play basketball. Okay. I always play football. I never play tennis. Okay. 6.4. Present simple, he, she, it. We add doesn't to make what? The negative form. It's very easy. For example, he doesn't have a job. It's like, I don't have a job. Now he doesn't have a job. She doesn't play football. Okay. So we put doesn't, we say doesn't to make it negative. Okay. We use does to form what? Questions also. Questions. Questions with question words. What are question words? Like what, where, right? What does he do in the evening? So, like, what do you do in the evening? What does he do in the evening, right? Also, what does she do in the evening, for example? Where does she live? Where does she live? Can say she lives in Saudi Arabia. What time does it arrive? When does he have breakfast? When? What time? Right? When does he have breakfast? You can say he has breakfast at 7 a.m. Okay. Also, yes, no questions and short answers. You start with does. So, does she work? Yes, she does. So, if what do you work? You say, yes, I do. Does he work? Yes, he does. Okay. If no, you say what? No, he doesn't. Okay. So I say, does she work? You say, yes, she does. Don't say, yes, she works. Again, you repeat, right? So you say, yes, she does. Does she work? Yes, she does. Do you work? Yes, I do. Okay. Does he like tea? Does he like tea? You say what? Yes, he does. Or you can say, no, he doesn't. Does she work? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does he like tea? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Please do not say yes, he likes, or here, yes, she works. No, she doesn't work, right? Make it short. Short. Okay, now let's make sentences. She watch TV. Question. Does she watch TV? So when you ask, do not put S here, right? Does she watches TV? No. Does she watch TV? But if there is no does, you can say she watches TV. With question, does she watch TV? Number two, where he work. So you say what? Where does he work? Number three, we have Carla not have a job. So you say Carla does not or doesn't have a job. Number four, what she do in the morning? You say what? Question. What does she do in the morning? Thank you very much. See you in Unit 7. Goodbye.